What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is Not Another Damn Podcast, presented by our damn selves. Oh, yeah. 131?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. We're getting up there. Got to start the lovely jazz creative, J-Scope, which is the first fitness belt that covers your entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. Like I said, Jazz got her new reversible. She released it. Yeah, so it got the two-sided joint, the leopard print. Black Friday sale. You can find out what her sales are. Go to J-Scope Fitness on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And you can find out everything you know J-Scope wise on there.
Yes, and I'm sure that it is going to be popping because, like we said, the Black Friday does get the, I need to work off this Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, yeah. You ate too many greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham,
you name
chicken. You name it. You ate too much of that. I know I did, man.
It's good, though. Pie be good, though.
I ate way
sweet potato
too
pie
much,
be
man.
good. It'd be good. But you can indulge. Like I said, if you indulge once a year, twice a year, just responsibly indulge and then just...
It's got to be disciplined, like,
hit
after
that
the
gym.
holidays are over. You got to lose that gut.
Hit that gym.
But had a pretty good, some time off enjoying my holiday time. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Of course, we did Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Which we always do every year together.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, no Black Friday sales for me. I don't even think I left the house Friday. That's how out of it I was. I got some good rest that day. I don't remember leaving the house Friday. If I did, I don't remember.
I briefly for a second just to go for physical therapy in the morning, and then I had to go get Ariana because she wanted to spend the night at grandma's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Thursday. So
yeah,
and that's all I did Friday.
Mm-hmm. Saturday was an interesting day.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Because found out last minute, literally, the legendary Rakim was in town. He was the Rakim Experience. He had his book discussion for his sweat technique. He had his memoirs out now.
Oh.
And of course did the live performance. You know Rakim got to perform. And I was trying to think, like, I don't think I've ever seen Rakim live before. If I did, it was like at an award show and it was like, those are short sets. So,
right.
So I might have seen him at one of those, but it's like, I don't think I've seen him. So yeah, it's like about 2 hours before this went down, I found out about it. So I went and copped tickets, and then once I walked in, it kind of became a family affair because like Feast was there, our brother.
I knew Feast was there when you said Rakim. I knew Feast was going to be there.
It was funny, yeah.
Was it Sherrod there too?
Sherrod,
yeah. Okay, because I saw him posting. Yeah.
Yeah, Sherrod was actually working the event.
Nice.
I saw him, so it was dope. Got to meet Feast's lovely date, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
He met my lovely date, of course.
Oh, okay.
Mine was finer than his. Nah, shout out to Feast's date. but mine was finer. I'm just saying.
Hashtag Team Petty.
You met them both. You decide.
Hashtag Team Petty. I ain't in this. I ain't in it. Naima know how to keep her mouth shut and to stay out of things. I just want ladies that I like to be around. For y'all to get together.
We figured it out, definitely. I can't speak for him.
Because I don't have no sisters, so I want y'all to get together. So,
but yeah, it was dope. Because it was like I said, it wasn't just a concert. It was a book discussion. And of course, we got the book there. So yeah, and he did the signing afterwards. So yeah, I got to meet the legendary Rakim.
That's what's up.
And everything. So that was a pretty big deal. Because he signed it, met the legend. And of course he did all this because he thought, when it says performer, he thinks it's going to be like 3-4 songs. Like, no, he did a whole set.
Oh.
Like all the hits. So I was like, yeah, this is a concert. He said book discussion in concert.
In concert.
Like
when Talib Kweli did a thing at U of I.
It's kind of like that.
Like a whole thing. Yeah.
It's like that. It turned into a concert. He did all his hits. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is dope. Yeah. Got to see the legend live. Yeah.
They didn't have a master plan.
So I'm glad I went because I was kind of on the fence about, dude, I even want to go to this. You know me. If I'm not working an event, I tend to like chill. I'll stay in if I'm not hired.
My bed feels good.
Yeah. I'm trying to get caught up on this sleep. I got 4 days off in a row. Nothing. Yeah. But I'm glad I went out to that. It was dope.
Nice.
Yeah. Running in the Feast just was the icing on it. It was Feast doing it. Shout out to it was some big names in the house too. What's the name? What opened up for the show? Portia from Empire.
Yeah.
To run up. What's her name? Yeah, you knew. I can't.
Yeah, I can't think of her. Right yeah.
But yeah, she was there. Yeah,
nice.
She opened up. So of course, like her homegirl was there. Gabourey, Sidibe, like the one Precious. Yeah,
Gabourey.
She was like, cause like of course we had we had the best seats in the house. We're like front row. Like you know how my date is. So we're like, so we're there. So we're sitting like in the same with Gabourey, Sidibe, and what's the name? Shout out Ishmael Muhammad from Nation of Islam.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Elijah Muhammad's son.
Yeah. I remember him. Yeah.
He was there. I had to go give him the blessings.
Yeah.
And of course, like the Nation cats get down. When I approached them, the brothers, the first thing kind of like was trying to stop me, and then he came and he greeted me, and then they fell back a little bit. But the brothers looked like they wanted to rough me up. I'm like, no, I come in peace. I grew up with
my daddy was one of y'all.
Yeah.
Back in the day, my daddy was one of y'all.
My parents remember Ishmael when he was a little boy. Before he was a minister, when he was just Ishmael, the shorty. They knew him back then.
Y'all from the same crew, same era and everything.
But they don't play.
They don't.
As soon as I was approached, like, hey, where you going?
Which is why I'm speaking this into existence. If I ever need security, I'm hiring y'all to protect me and my family. I'm not playing those games.
But it was a dope experience seeing the legendary Rakim. I just had to talk about that.
Nice.
No, you had an interesting Saturday too.
Yeah, so Ariana, I surprised the kids, me, mom, and the kids. We went to the Shrine Circus. So, we do Universal every year, so maybe we could add Shrine now too, so we can do both.
Ari's obviously into the circus. So Universal might not be enough. She might want to get that extra circus in.
She was talking about she wanted to go to Universal.
I heard her say it more than once. I was like, nah, they're gone.
I'm like, baby, we went and...
They're gone. They left town. Yeah.
Right.
Circus is only here once a year.
But why? And I'm like, because they have to travel all over the country.
That's how they make money. They go around the country. They can't,
I said, some people may even go around the world. I said, I don't know how big it is. I said, I know it goes around the country, but I'm not sure if it goes around the world. I don't know if they're
international. I know they're national.
And I said, they have to travel. She's like, but why? I want to go again. So I'm like, okay, I have a surprise for you. So I took her to the Shrine Circus and she had a nice time.
Okay.
We were sitting right there in the front because, Mom, because of her handicap, we were in the reserve seating. So we were right there, by the center ring of the circus. So we got to see everything, see the tigers. One of the tigers did the moonwalk.
Oh, my.
It was a really nice show. Ari got her face painted. She got her...
I saw those pics of the face painted.
And then she got to ride her pony because she wanted to do the pony ride. So I said, okay, let's do the pony ride and get your face painted. Ate funnel cake. What else did she eat? Ate popcorn, cotton candy, all the
regular circus, the circus staples.
Yeah. And Khalil was enjoying it. It was holding his attention. He was watching. He was just staring his eyes.
Still a baby, figuring it all out. Yeah. So.
But he was looking, and when they were saying somebody scream, and he knew what that meant when they said somebody scream, and he screamed right on the cue.
What kid doesn't want to make noise? Kids like making noise? No, you don't say.
No child ever.
You don't say.
Yeah, but it was a good show. I did enjoy it. Like I said, the difference is between at the Universal, like I say, it's like it's soul, but the Shrine is good. It's like more like kind of like a Vegas show. It's like that. It's like more glittery and things like that.
So I think those might be the two biggest circuses now since Ringling Brothers is gone. Probably Universal and Shrine.
Yeah.
Because Ringling Brothers was the granddaddy, the biggest show on earth, or the greatest show, whatever they called it.
The greatest show on earth.
Yeah. But they shut down a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I think Universal might be number one now. And Shrine is up there. They probably the two biggest. The Cirque du Soleil, do they travel? Or are they just stationary in Vegas on them?
I think they travel because I think it was one that was...
They would definitely be one of the big ones too.
They did between the museum campus that one year.
Oh, so they definitely travel in. So yeah, those are probably the big three as far as circuits go. Damn. The Cirque du Soleil, the Universal, and the Shrine Circus. That's probably the big three because Ringling Brothers shut down a few years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And the kids enjoyed themselves, just being in the building, seeing all the smiling faces, and you get to meet other families, and you become friends with people when you sit in the same section. So it was nice.
Yeah,
I definitely say I enjoyed it. just trying to get in the last stuff before the end of the year because it's now December. So it's like the year is the decade, right? Not even the year, the decade.
We got 30 days left in this decade from when you hear this.
Yeah,
because you hear this on the 2nd. Yeah, so 30 days left.
Jeez,
that's crazy. 30 days left in the decade. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we'll call this podcast the final countdown, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can call it that, yeah.
Yeah, the final countdown.
So we are counting down 30 now, so yeah.
So think about all the stuff that's happened over the last decade. It's like all the just big events and big things. Like, what's the next big thing? What was the first big thing, you know?
I would say this decade was definitely the social media era, I would call it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because even though like Facebook and Twitter, they were a thing like back like around like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, right.
But this decade really it became like for real.
Yeah, it exploded.
Like Instagram didn't exist like when the decade started, for example.
Right.
Snapchat, those didn't exist. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
And just being able just to market things via social media, just like the whole process of it. Like if you type one thing on social media, then within like not even a day, within like an hour, like it could have like went around the world and came back in an hour. Definitely
the social media era. I'll say streaming really became mainstream this decade. Because like I said, once again, Netflix was out like 10 years ago, but it was small.
It was infancy. It was an infancy stage, yeah. But now it's like, you know, I can say like I cut the cord, you cut the cord. Like maybe
I've been cable free since 2016, so
people are streams
over 3 years now.
Yeah. Recent. So it was like an adjustment at first because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna, you know, I like my live TV and I like but it's not, you know, it's not bad. But
because like the streaming is good now. Like you have like Sling TV and AT&T now and
YouTube
TV. I think Hulu has one. It's like they all have live TV because that's what's saving cable. Really live sports.
Right.
Because like all the shows, like you get you a Hulu subscription.
Netflix
gives it, Especially like if you like TV, like Hulu got all your TV shows. Yeah. You could watch all of your get caught up on whatever Empire, whatever your favorite show is.
Grey's Anatomy.
Shout out like Blackish. You could watch all of those on there.
This Is Us.
Yeah.
All that stuff like
Any
that.
show you like, you could watch it on Hulu. Yeah. So only thing that's keeping is, like I said, live sports. Because like people don't want to watch that. People want to watch that real time.
Right.
While it's happening. Like you're going to watch the game while it's happening.
Right.
Because,
social media ruins it. Damn, you see what you would call that block? Ooh, it's social head.
Because even though all of the sports have their own streaming services, like NBA has their app, NFL has their app, but like people want to watch live.
Yeah, want to watch it live.
Want to watch the game. So that's what's keeping cable alive is sports. I always say that. If it wasn't for sports, a whole lot more people would have cut the cord years ago. Because like we don't sit in front of the TV and watch. Yeah, it's like certain events. As I said, maybe like some award shows too. Like I said, people like watching Oscars live or like, and even that is not like what it once was. Like, but it's really sports. Like I said, the award show to a lesser extent, but like Power. Yeah, you watch it. Nobody watched that shit live. You all watched it on the app. Yeah, on Stars. Yeah,
on Stars. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody watched it like
Saturday
nobody watched this shit Sunday night at 8 whenever it aired. Like,
Saturday night at 11 p.m. because it's 12 midnight Sunday, so it'll be 11.
90% of the people watched it then, or at least if not exactly when it released, like at some point before 8 p.m. on Sunday night. 90% of people watched it before that.
Because by like 12 o'clock noon on Sunday, it's everybody already discussing like, man, so-and-so bogus and so-and-so got killed and this and this and that. And, you know, you already are discussing the plot of the episode. No one watched it at 8 o'clock.
Same thing with The Chi on Showtime. I was like that. I was watching it, during the overnights on Saturday night, Sunday morning. Because I think it came like, just like Power, it came like, I think 8 o'clock Sunday night, like Central.
Yeah, nobody doing that.
So I'm like, I've never watched The Chi like when it actually aired. Every time I ever watched it was on demand. Like,
and just binging has just changed the game for everything. Like you have like your whole TV series on like Hulu or Amazon Prime or
they release whole seasons now. So
You just watch your season.
Yeah, just watch. You could pick and choose. You could watch the whole season, or you could watch it one at a time. That was up to you. You decide how you want to watch as a fan, which gives you options, which is the good way to watch.
Yeah, just like seeing where we came from, where we had to, if we weren't home at 8:00 and we didn't set the VCR back in the 80s.
I'll go you one further. I remember when we didn't have a fucking VCR. Well, if you missed it, that's it. And like, you better hope you catch it on the rerun, like when it comes back around.
What's a rerun? Like Back to the Future?
Exactly. Yeah. And they didn't even have reruns back then. So like Back to the Future. At least they had reruns when I was coming. Like me, Marty, we like from that era, we had a rerun.
The reruns.
It's like, oh well, if you missed the Cosby Show with Theo's earring, you'll catch it on the rerun.
Right.
It's like that. But then like VCRs, like I remember it was probably like the early 80s, like when Mom and Dad first got a VCR.
Yeah, because I remember us having a VCR all the time.
I remember not having one. So if you missed we missed Dukes
like,
of Hazzard, it was a wrap.
Top loading.
We missed
like
it.
that. The top loading when you put it in, it goes down.
Magnavox, I remember the one that
had
top load Magnavox. That thing would probably be worth a fortune if they kept it, because like a lot of people are into those vintage electronics. Yeah. But we didn't know. Yes. Probably threw it out or gave it away or something like that. But like,
damn it.
Yeah, you can flip those vintage electronics, because there's a whole subculture of people that are like into like vintage electronics. Yeah, so you can flip that stuff on eBay.
Well, let me
make
look
a
and
fortune.
see if I got something in here. See if I got some.
Y'all had it in an 8-track player.
Yeah, we did have an 8-track.
There it is. Pretty sure you could have got something for that thing.
I think it still works. I guess we just have to put some 8-tracks in, but I think it still works.
I know where to get some. I know a vintage record store that sells 8-tracks. I might pick some up just to see if that thing works. I'm curious. I've been looking at it for years.
Hilarious. Yeah.
But what else? Let's just discuss the decades over the last 30 days from now. I'm enjoying this because...
The last 30 days. It's just, wow, this just makes you just feel so like...
Let me ask you this question. Who was the artist of the decade as far as music? I got my pick.
You gonna laugh at me? Drake.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to say. Drake. That's exactly who I had. It was a decade of Drake.
Yeah.
I'm pissed, Mike. Shout out Mike Jones. He's going to be pissed off over that one. Yeah. Mike Jones is our resident hip-hop head at Crawford. Yeah. And like he probably will have the Soldier Boy face, like Drake, like who had a bigger decade.
Do you love me?
You can name somebody who had a bigger decade, then you can shut me up. Wayne didn't.
No.
50 didn't.
No.
Jay didn't.
No.
Like Kanye might have, yeah, but I would say Drake was bigger than Kanye.
Because Drake has been consistently big this whole
He just
decade.
had the biggest album of his career last year. The one you were just seeing, that Scorpion album was huge.
You love me?
It had the In My Feelings. It had the Nice for What. It had God's Plan. It had Back to Back. And not Back to Back, had what's the name? The Nonstop, Back to Back was the diss track, It had all of that on that album. It's like, so this dude just had like, I always laugh. I was arguing with one of my students at IMS about this. I was like, Drake won the beef he had with Pusha T. Like Drake, and like Mike Jones be pissed off at that too. Like, yeah, you crazy. Like, I got into it with Leon Rogers online about this. So like Drake won. Cause it was just like Ether all over again. It's like the story of Adion, whatever. That was supposed to end Drake's career.
And it did.
It's like Ether was supposed to end Jay's career. Not only did it not end his career, he just had the biggest album of his career. Like after that, it's like the Pusha T diss never happened.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to end it, you said, but it just didn't. It didn't go.
It
just kind of like
yeah. It's like it's supposed to end his career, but it didn't.
You'll see. I mean, like when people try to do things, but that shows how like resilient people Teflon. You know, it's Teflon.
That's supposed to like end your career doesn't.
Like, that's cute. That's cute. You came back hard on me, but that's cute. But
funniest meme was the Grammys from the 2019 Grammys where Drake won.
Nah.
So Pusha T and all these looking dumb because like Pusha was nominated. His Daytona album was nominated for that, and he was like, "It's what's day?" I said Daytona. I don't fucking remember. I think that was the name of that Pusha album. I'm sorry, hip hop heads. Like a lot of music that is in this head, and like a lot of it done got lost. But I think that was the name. I want to say that was it. But He was sitting there looking dumb because Drake won. And that's when I started the hashtag Drake won at that moment at the Grammys. I put it out there and cats like were pissed. You crazy, old soft ass. I was like, hey, look at Pusha. He said, no.
And then Drake made it.
And not only did Drake win, but then he got upstairs like, this doesn't make you number one.
Shit.
Yeah. He like shitted on the Grammy that he just won. They cut his mic off. That's how he won. It's like, yeah, but this don't make you number one. Like, y'all, you the people, y'all make you number one. Not this. This means nothing.
Yeah.
The fans are like what makes me the best. It's like, so he won it and then shitted on it.
Savage as fuck.
Hilarious, man. I think that would have made it better if he had thrown it down. Like, yeah, that would have. Like, it's like, nah, this ain't it, bro. I want to see somebody do that, throw the trophy down on stage. That would be like the most savage moment in history. Why somebody's gonna do that one day.
Yeah. And if you see someone do it, you know where they got the idea from.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Give us our credit if y'all do that, whoever. We need somebody. We need, like, come on, Lizzo. We need you to do it, Lizzo.
Yeah, she got 8 noms. You know the Grammy noms came out. So nice segue there.
And she had
the year of Lizzo, definitely. Yeah.
And I like everything that she stands for. I do. I like her whole...
Hey, she took a DNA test. Turns out
she's 100% that kid.
Yeah, exactly.
The Kids
Shout
Bop.
out the Kids Bop verse. You heard it now, yeah.
I haven't heard it yet,
Terrible,
but
yeah.
what you told me, I was like, how are you going to Kids
I was driving Ariana, of course, and she's like, can you turn on Kids
Bop?
I was like, okay.
Channel 77, Sirius XM.
So I turned it on, I heard that. When I heard that, I said, okay, how they going to play this
Kids Bop this?
This whole song is like, yeah, and then like, it makes no sense. It's like, it completely changed the meaning of the song. That kid. So you could have had a bad bitch. You could have had a good friend. Is what they changed it.
Like, oh, and then going back to Drake, since we over there with the Kids Bop thing, when the hotline bling, and then you used to call me on my cell phone late night when you want to talk. I know when the hotline bling, it can only be one thing. So the hotline bling, it means you want to talk on the phone.
Yeah,
the Kids Bop.
Yikes. But Ari loves it though.
That's another thing they didn't have Kids Bop, so we got Kids Bop this decade.
I remember when the Kids Bops, I think they had the CDs then.
They did have that CD.
But now they have a whole station dedicated to that nonsense.
Channel 77 on Sirius XM. You parents know what I'm talking about.
Just released
Y'all
the
know what I'm talking about.
CDs, but now they got a whole station.
And now they have all of Bruno Mars' song. They have the Finesse. The little girl in Finesse is rapping like Cardi B. She even sounds a little bit like Cardi, like the way she's trying to react.
Cardi.
And she's like, ow, because she even tries to do that on the song, The Little Girl. I was like, okay.
Speaking of which, Cardi B, she had a big decade, big last couple years, really. Cardi really like...
She's the one, I would say she did the tortoise thing, that she came at the end and then she just
she definitely...
just...
Even though I would still have to give the decade to Nicki as far as like, because remember for years it was just like, the BET Awards, Nicki Minaj and 4 Idiots that Hoodies brought to for year, and then she'd get on stage like, I can't believe I won. It's like, shut up.
Everybody's like, really?
Yeah.
Safari be pop locking in the background.
I'm serious, I won. I'm so shocked. I was like, yeah.
Really?
You can't beat these losers? Come on.
Damn.
I see if Nicki won now, she could say that because now some serious competition. Right. You got Cardi, then you got Remy came back.
Right.
You got Rhapsody, like new chicks like that. Like Young M.A. It's like you got like competition now.
Right.
Like shout out Chicago's own Dreezy. You got legit competition now. So if Nicki won now, she could say, wow, I can't believe I beat these chicks.
Right. Like when who was that who won? I forgot who it was that won. They said, look at these guys, sis. So they were talking about Angelina Jolie at the Oscars.
Some Oscars. I don't know.
Yeah, with some Oscars. She was like, look at these guys, sis, I beat, So it's like, yeah, if it's that, then okay. But Nicki, you were like a Maserati and it was like Hondas around a Maserati, basically. Yeah, no shade. I'm calling
it all over them Hondas. Yeah.
I'm calling it what
Honda Accords you were shitting on.
It was.
Also, the decade of the MCU.
Yes.
Marvel dominated, man.
Yes.
Marvel was out 10 years ago, but it wasn't what the monster it is now.
Because Iron Man started in 2008.
Yeah,
Iron Man
and that's
kicked
what
it
kicked
off.
off the MCU. I'll say because before that, the Marvel movies they were good or they were hit or miss. You would have you used to have like turds like Fantastic Four. It wasn't good. Or even the early X-Men were kind of.
They were all right.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, like they progressively got worse.
Yeah,
the second one was dope, yeah. But
the first one was good. The second one was really good. That third one was too much going on. I see why it ended. That third one. Yeah, why they closed the series with Tobey Maguire because it was too many. It was time for a reboot. That one I was like, shout out Topher Grace as Venom. Yeah, that was whack. Topher Grace was whack.
I think that's why people hated the movie.
And then Venom is like a big guy. Venom is like 6'4" in the comic book. He's like 6'4", like 230.
Yeah, Eddie Brock is not Topher Grace.
He's like a biker.
Sorry. He looked like how Chuck Zito looked back in the day. That's what Venom looked like.
There you go. That's a good example. Yeah. That's a good one. He looked like that type, like a big cock diesel looking dude.
Not Topher Grace. Yeah.
Not that that's that 70s show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's that dude. Yeah.
What is this?
Might as well have Ashton Kutcher. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Oh, I'm gonna prank you, Spidey. Oh.
That would be epic. I want to watch it then. And doing what could have been May.
She could have been Aunt May.
Damn. We doing too much. We doing too much.
We're all over the place in this. Who cares?
We be shady. No, but and then that Andrew Garfield, that Spider-Man was horrible.
That never happened. That never happened. People go from Tobey Maguire to the current Spider-Man.
Holland.
Yeah, those won't never happen.
I still gotta watch Far From Home, the new Spider-Man.
I haven't watched the Spideyverse yet. I gotta watch that one.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I haven't
that was so good.
With all of the other Spider-Man.
Yeah. And the best part
Peter
about
Porker and all that.
The best part about it is Miles is a black kid. He's an Afro-Latino, so it's like
I still got
you got the diversity. See, you got Spider-Man diversity right there, and then my bae is one of the it's the uncle Mahershala Ali. So I was like, yep, my bae.
MCU definitely dominated this decade.
Yeah, they did. When you look at all the movies just that came out,
how could I forget
the Avengers and all that?
Yeah, Black Panther. Come on, yeah, Wakanda forever.
Yeah, I clown. At the Shrine Circus, they did a part where they did the superhero because they had the little kid saying, "We want superheroes," and then all the superheroes came out, and they had they had MCU, they had DC, they had all the superheroes come out. And Black Panther was standing right in front of us, and he was calling the thing. And I was like, Black Panther! And he turned around, he did the Wakanda Forever to me. Yes. And I was like, Wakanda Forever! My loud self. And Mom was like, where are you? I was like, Mom, Black Panther's in forever.
Mom only saw Black Panther once, so she probably didn't get the Wakanda
Forever. Because he turned around, and he threw me aside. I was like, you gotta represent for the culture. See, Black Panther, it set a whole... it made us be proud to be... to go into our African culture. We would go and we would cosplay.
That's what I said. That's the first movie I saw black people cosplay. Right. Typically, we would make fun of some white people shit. We'd be like, going showing up dressed up as Stormtrooper. Or showing up to Dark Knight dressed as Heath Ledger's Joker. We would make fun of people like that. Right. It was look at these clowns. Yeah. And then when Black Panther, it became our time to cosplay. You saw us showing up in our daisikis and kente cloth. It's so black folks actually got to cosplay. It was pretty cool. Because it came out during Black History Month too. Yes. So people were going to this show in full Afrocentric gear.
I wore all black. I wore black on black on black. I had black.
I wore a Black Lives Matter t-shirt to see that.
Nice.
That's what I wore to
I had a black shirt, black pants, black Timberlands.
And I had on all black too. Yeah, I had black kicks, black jeans, and a Black Lives Matter shirt.
And Khalil was in there still baking. He was in
I think it was missing. I should have wore a black kufi. I got one.
Yeah, you should have.
I didn't wear it. I left it at the crib. I should have worn a black kufi just to complete the costume.
Yeah, but it made a proud moment because just seeing all that melanin was popping in Black Panther.
Yes.
And they was everybody, and when you look back at the movie, all the women had natural hair. Everybody had a natural hairstyle. It was no relaxed, no straightened hair. It was all natural, braided or shaved or short afro. It was natural hair.
It had probably the three, most popping black actors in it right now.
Yes.
You had Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, and Daniel Kaluuya all in the same movie. Yeah. I think about like that star power, like pretty much 99% of black movies has one of those actors in it right now.
The legend Angela Bassett in it, like, oh my god,
Oscar winner Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, it's like
look at the royalty.
Look at this cast. Yes.
And there's new
cast
Winston Duke, comer Winston Duke. So you had Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes.
You know, you had like just
what a cast they put together.
The royalty, that's just black royalty right there. And was shot at Tyler Perry Studio.
Yes.
Another one who had a big decade, Mr. Perry.
That didn't exist a decade ago to Tyler Perry Studio.
The huge compound that is Paramount, Disney, what else, all in one.
This thing is like, in Atlanta, like not in Hollywood. He has the biggest studio, period. I wasn't going to say biggest outside of Hollywood. It might be the biggest one total. Yeah.
Because they're like, if you put all those movie studios, it would still be room in it.
I was watching a YouTube video of Tyler Perry like giving the tour of it is like, it's huge. He's in the golf cart driving around showing off the he's like, it's like,
Tyler,
it's so dope.
Let's have a public tour. Come on, do it for 2020 because that's something
he probably wants to get it launched first.
I would want to take our mom to.
Yeah, she's a Tyler Perry.
I would want to do that for her birthday. That's what I would want to do. For her birthday.
It's like how Universal Studios gives tours out in LA. Like,
because that's a birthday that mom would she would enjoy, and she's having a big birthday this year coming up. So it would be something that she would enjoy and remember.
I'm saying they should do that here in Chicago. Sin Space Studios. They should start doing tours. Like they can make some money. Like people will pay to go like. Check that out. It's like, this is where they shoot Empire right? This is Lucius's office right here. People would actually pay to go see that. Yeah.
And see like the replica of the White House because they have
Tyler Perry has an actual White. It's an actual to scale. Like he says it's the only like to scale White House. Yeah. Like Oval Office, like he has it right there in Tyler Perry's studio.
And like seeing like the suburban street where like the have and the have.
Yeah, it's like this is the mansion. Like he has these show there's the mansion, the have and the have nots mansion. Like that's all I watched the video of him. Like, he has like this is it right here.
That's
like,
cool as hell.
This is where they shoot the have and he had that mansion. There's like whole neighborhoods. Like it's crazy. Yeah, you forget you're on a movie set. Like it looks like actual. It's like a
city block. It's like like maybe like 4 city blocks or something like that, right? It's like
looking at it like this, like this is all he owns. All of this shit. It's crazy. Yeah, all of this stuff.
He like owns. Over 250 acres he owns or something. Like it's something crazy. So damn that, like he got his 40 acres and then some. Yes. Like, you ran that black man ran his 40 acres and then some. Right there.
Used to be was it Confederate land? Yeah. He's like, this is like what I own Negroes is now owned by one Negro.
He dropped that.
Yes.
I did yes. I went to the steps. But I mean, Mr. Perry had a big year. Like I said, in the process, he retired Medea because Medea was huge this decade.
That's what got him started. Yeah, now he Medea. He's hanging up his dress and his wig forever
because he wants to transition to something else. And it does get to a point where sometimes you just want to go to a different stage.
Close one door and open another, just like we tie all this all together, just like the MCU.
Tie the bow.
It's like retired Captain America, retired Iron Man. It's like we going. That's the end of that era, but the MCU is still popping.
And the spoiler alert: Iron Man dies at the end of Endgame. If you guys don't know,
and Cap gets old.
And Cap goes back in time and lives his life.
Iron
Man
dies, and Cap is like 70 or something like that.
Like 90
or not, whatever old he is. Like he's like an old man at the end.
Because he went back and he did the right way instead of being.
Yeah, when they took, we're gonna spoil the shit out of this. When they got when they took the Infinity Stones from Thanos and like snapped everything back like and killed all the bad guys basically, and then that kills Iron Man, and then when they say okay, let's return the Infinity Stones to their original timeline. So Cap he goes back, but he doesn't come back this time. He goes and stays back after he returns the stones.
And then when they find him in the present day, then he's a 90-something-year-old man.
Because the way it had it's supposed to be like instantaneous. Like you go back and you come right back to where you were, just like with Ant-Man's character. So like well, y'all seemed like 5. It seemed like y'all 5 years. It was like 5 hours to me. Like
right.
That's how they figured out like the time hack because they said we can go back and undo everything. Then
because he was in the what's that called that Ant-Man was stuck in the Quantum Realm. Was that
Quantum Realm?
Yeah, he was stuck in the Quantum Realm.
To him, it was like a few hours, but like 5 years.
5 hours. Yeah, it was 5 years. Yeah.
So they thought we were gonna do the same with Cap. Okay, return the stones and then come right back. But then he didn't. He just stayed back when he returned.
And then he went back with what was her name?
His love interest.
The love interest from the first Captain America movie, and then because that's who he wanted to end up with, and then the song that was playing was like their song, and we just ruined it. But it's already out.
It's only the biggest grossing movie of all time.
It's
so
out and it's streaming on Disney
like,
Plus already.
How many billions of dollars has that movie made?
Did it make $1 billion in its first weekend?
Come on. It's only the highest grossing movie of all time.
Of all time.
For sure, like almost everybody has seen it. Just have seen it more than once because you don't make that much money. Just like one viewing. People pay to see that movie more than once.
Right.
It's only the highest grossing movie of all time.
People went and saw it in 3D, then they saw it in regular D, then they saw it in 4K. They saw it.
And go see it at the dollar show again after that. It's like
now they streaming it on Disney Plus.
Exactly,
Shout out Disney Plus.
And they rented it in the red box before Disney Plus.
What people went on the Fire Stick and whatever.
What those people stole.
Well, they stole it. Y'all stole it, but it's okay.
Yeah, y'all's is thieves.
Y'all's is thieves. But yeah, the MCU, like
what's the name, had a big decade. Star Wars got their reboot.
Yeah, they did.
The sequels. The prequels were like the previous couple decades. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like so everything. So let's start like what happens after Return of the Jedi. That happened this decade.
Right.
Yeah, The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rogue. All of the stuff that happens afterwards.
Oh, and isn't the new one about to come out?
Yeah, Skywalker. That one is yeah.
And an interesting thing that just happened, I don't know if you saw, Billy D. Williams says that he identifies as being gender fluid now.
Okay.
So, and people was like, wait, where'd this come from? Because he's like 80-something.
Yeah, he's senile. He don't know what he's saying.
Because he said that he feels that he's feminine and masculine, so he said he's gender fluid. People was like, this is just a ploy because the new Star Wars is about to come out. He's just trying to stay relevant. Somebody said that.
People just be saying shit. I'm not going to even touch that. I don't have this energy to go down that road right now.
So, yeah. So, what was his name in the Star Wars?
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I haven't watched the Star Wars movies yet.
I've seen all of them.
I haven't.
Well, obviously not the new one yet because it's not out yet, but
I know I need to get my Star Wars game up.
But you got Disney Plus, so there you go.
Yeah, because Marcus is like, you slacking. We gonna watch it. So I'm gonna do my MCU. I'm gonna get through all 22 MCU movies. I've seen most of them. I just haven't seen the Thors and Guardians of the Galaxy and Doctor Strange.
I love the Guardians, especially the first one. Second one was good.
Those
the
I
first
haven't
one,
seen. I think I've seen
shout out to
everything
my homeboy
else.
Sharif was in it, so so I'm biased towards Guardians. Shout out Sharif Atkins.
You gotta come on the podcast.
That'd be amazing to get him. That would be a great get.
Yeah.
Cool. We had a few guests. That would be a great one.
Yeah. Because
speak that into existence.
That's the family of the podcast. Because I feel like you know him for many, many years.
Yeah, we were
many years. You and Feast.
Yes.
You know? Shout out to Company with Young.
It's the most Feast references we've ever had on this podcast. We got to have him on.
We got to have Feast on next.
Next time we do a sports episode, we have to talk to Feast. Maybe for the NBA playoffs or something like that, because Feast is definitely a sports guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Feast will sit in on a sports episode that a lot of y'all hate. Yeah.
We'll give you fair warning prior to it.
Yeah.
We'll say, disclaimer, this is a sports episode.
Because Feast is here. So blame him. Don't get mad at us. Put the blame on Feast.
The Bulls had a rise and fall this decade.
Yeah, it started off with the Derrick Rose era to the
there.
trash era. Now let's talk sports. Yeah, talk a little sports. It's definitely the decade of LeBron and the Warriors. I say dominant.
Yes.
You got to say LeBron because he did it with two different teams.
Yeah, the super teams were built this decade.
It kind of started with Boston in 08, but this is really the decade of the super team, I would say.
Because in the big three with LeBron Wade, and Bosh.
Golden State did it.
They just did times 50.
Yeah.
Because LeBron and them, that was already enough. Because it's like, you had three of the top people in the same class.
That was the first time three top free agents decided to play together. Because you had seen super teams in the past. It was always through trades and shit like that.
Right.
Like how Boston's team was made. They traded for Garnett and Allen. They didn't sign there. LeBron was the first one to decide, and when we're going to become free agents the same year, we signing with the same team.
We all going to
That was the first time that ever happened.
And the fact that they were all in the same class, that's what even made it, even more so. But then the Warriors just took it next level, like when they got Kevin Durant.
Kevin
It's
Durant,
like,
a team that won 73 games.
and you get
then
Kevin Durant.
You get the arguably the best player in the league at the time. Like,
yeah.
it's like the only guy better than might have been LeBron, but like arguably you just got the best player in the league to a 73 win team.
Guy who's unguardable.
And you're adding to a team that just had back-to-back MVP.
Yeah.
Including the only unanimous MVP.
With
You're adding Kevin Durant to that.
Curry,
yeah. Best shooter of all time, you're adding Kevin Durant to that team. That's why like I turned on the Warriors pretty much immediately.
One of the greatest two-way players, Klay Thompson, right now.
Not to mention Draymond
Green.
Former Finals MVP Andre Iguodala. You adding Kevin Durant to all of this.
Yeah, good role player, Sean Livingston, people like that.
You had who else was on that team? I know you had Livingston. There's probably other free agents I'm forgetting about on that team.
And then the coach Curry, who's won 5 rings.
Well coached. Mm-hmm.
And you add Kevin Durant to that, so you can see why I was like, fuck the Warriors after that. Fuck the Warriors. Quick, you turn fast.
Come on. That's why I was when the Kawhi. I started turning them before I even got Kevin Durant because they just started becoming annoying. It's like anytime people start dick riding too much, that's when I was like, okay, get off their dick.
Get off that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's because I'm a Bulls fan from back in the day and like people were saying this team was better than the Bulls. Maybe that's why I turned on them originally. Because I turned on them before like they even lost to before I even got Kevin Durant. I started saying, fuck this team. So when LeBron and them won, I was like, okay, good. But then that's what ended up getting them Kevin Durant because I don't think they would have signed LeBron. I don't think they would have signed Durant without losing in 16. Like why add Durant? So we won 73 games in back-to-back championships. We don't need you. They might have said that.
Right.
Like we got a good thing going. They might have not added. The losses that made them say,
maybe we
need one more. It's like Ocean's 11.
That shit.
So I think the loss to the Cavs is what made them add Durant. They probably wouldn't even because you just had the greatest team of all time, 73 wins, and if you won the title that year too, it was like. No, we good, bro. We don't need you. KD,
bro.
We got the greatest team of all time. Like, what you gonna bring to the table?
And we back-to-back champions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They must say, nah, bro.
Unanimous MVP.
Unanimous MVP, back-to-back titles, 73 wins. Like, we don't need you. But the loss in the final said, nah,
made
we
them
do kind of need you.
question themselves. So it got to be too much. Mm-hmm. And then...
the loss to Kawhi is when I celebrated.
And then Kawhi left.
I knew that. I knew he wasn't staying.
Yeah, you know who's staying in Toronto?
Yeah, Drake,
I mean, no shade. No shade, but
Drake don't even stay in Toronto. He just comes back for the finals, yeah. Drake don't live.
And claps and be like, yeah.
Yeah. Sitting next to the coach on the bench. Drake should be an assistant coach, like the way he be right there.
He's the Spike Lee of Toronto.
Exactly.
The Spike Lee is like...
The only difference is Toronto won a title.
Yeah.
Sorry, Knicks. That's one thing that hasn't changed, that the Knicks still suck. They had a little bit of light in the tunnel with the Carmelo era. Like, they got some playoff wins during that time. And then insanity was early in the decade.
Then,
so they had a few bright spots.
And then you saw when Porzingis was there.
Porzingis gave him some hope, though they never won with him because the rest of the team was so horrible.
But it was just some hope.
It gave them the hope. Hey, we got a star at least. We just got to build around him. Yeah.
And then he left, went to Dallas.
Or they traded. They gave up on him because they said, we're going to get Kevin Durant. Yeah. We're going to get Kyrie Irving. We're going to get Zion. They didn't get
and now he's looking good over there in Dallas.
Him and Luka are looking like maybe a future dynasty now. The Knicks still look terrible.
They looking like a European David Robinson and Tim Duncan over there, right? They looking like that. So
speaking of, shout out Dirk, he got his title this decade.
Yeah,
Dirk got his. Yeah,
and he got to retire and had a nice send off. Like, I mean, knowing his personality, like, look at how he was. Like, he didn't want like the huge fanfare. He didn't want that. That was just his personality. But you gotta respect what people want. Because some people don't want all. They like, I don't want all that, like the.
They don't want the farewell to like Wade. Just had like a lot of people don't want that. Yeah.
And then some people say that they want the biggest, like Kobe, and then Paul Pierce is like, you just weren't going to get that. You're not Kobe. No shade. You're not Kobe.
One of the top 5 players
of all times.
All time.
Number 2 is shooting guard of all time.
Obviously, yeah, because Jordan, Kobe, Wade. So, like, you got the 2 and 3 greatest shooters guards of all time. They're going to get that treatment.
Right, they're going to get that treatment.
That farewell tour. Those 2 guys, yeah.
Right, not you. It's like, you're good. You a dope, Paul Pierce, but know your lane. You got to know your lane.
He was as dope as Wade. No, you're not.
He's like, I want that. I want what Kobe got. No, you're not going to get that, boo. You're just not.
Kobe,
he dropped 60 in his last game. So, I mean.
Paul and Kobe got 5 rings. Wade got 3. You got 1, and you had to get Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to like win that 1.
And Rondo,
yeah.
And Doc Rivers to coach.
Yeah, you had a lot going on.
Tom Thibodeau, yeah. Because I mean, you think about that, Doc and Tom, like that was the 1-2 punch. That was, and even Damon Doc Rivers said that this team hasn't lost.
Yeah, they didn't lose because like the only times they lost was with injuries.
Right.
Like KG was hurt in 09 and then Kendrick Perkins got hurt in 10. So like the 2 times they lost was because one of their starters was injured.
Yeah, because he was like, this team may have been
that's full strength. This starting 5 with Rondo, Allen, Pierce, Garnett, and Perkins
may have been unbeatable.
They never lost in the playoffs. Never lost like that 5. Yeah, only time they lost was when one of those guys was injured. Yeah. So Doc had a point.
So a lot has to be said about that. We'll see. I said we're gonna follow this basketball. We're gonna follow. I know y'all hate the basketball.
Yeah,
the
people who do much more.
You were saying, well, gonna go back a little bit, back to the movie things. Also, this decade seemed to be the decade of like the reboots.
Oh yeah,
everything got rebooted.
Oh yeah.
TV shows, movies got rebooted
because the whole world was demanding a Boy Meets World reboot. That's what the world was waiting for.
Girl Meets World.
Get the fuck out of here.
Raven-Symoné, That's So Raven got Raven's Home got rebooted. What's another one that got rebooted? They brought back Murphy's Brown.
Roseanne. Well, we know how that ended.
Now it's the Connors.
They brought it back temporarily, but it didn't last though.
And they said, no, she wasn't even there. Now it's the Connors. Yes. They completely erased her.
She's dead. So not like you could come back. We killed you off.
Nah, she's died. Of what? Overdose, oxy, overdose, something.
I thought she died on her way back to her home planet. That's what that was Poochie, my bad.
What else is a reboot?
They brought Dallas back. Remember that?
Yeah, Dallas. They brought back, they tried to bring back 90210. They were trying to bring it back.
They did bring Melrose Place back, didn't they? I don't remember.
I don't remember about Melrose Place.
I don't.
They did Will and Grace.
I forgot about that.
Said Murphy Brown. That got canceled.
Yeah, that was terrible.
What else?
Somebody wants to see a 75-year-old
Candice Bergen. I remember her the Sprint commercials. Did with the pen.
Pen drop, yeah.
Now we showing our age. That was the 90s, kids.
Yeah. So Sprint was a long distance company before they were cell phones. When they just did long distance, that's old. I'm Sprint long distance
with
old.
The pen
I'm
drop
Sprint print drop old.
That's how old I am. Oh, whatchamacallit did a movie and then she tried to blame Men Not Accepted. People say, no, your movie just sucks. They did a new Charlie's Angel movie with
that existed,
with Elizabeth Banks as Charlie.
Come on.
Yeah, they made Elizabeth Banks Charlie in the movie.
Well, Stinky Linky?
Yeah, Stinky Linky.
Nobody wants to see Stinky Linky as Charlie.
And then the movie super flopped. And then she got mad. She was like, yes, because
discriminated because you didn't want to see a woman play Charlie.
Men aren't ready for like a strong and power. And then people was like
that we didn't know that movie even existed.
No, people was like,
I didn't know it existed until you just mentioned it.
No, people was like, for the record, they was like, Wonder Woman did well and so did Captain Marvel. They both did well. They had leads as women. Your movie just sucked.
Because they didn't have Stinky Linky playing. Imagine her playing Captain Marvel. That'd have been amazing. That'd been the greatest MCU of all time. Stinky Linky.
He was a Stinky Linky. But one thing I do support, they did bring back Pressure Luck. So I did support that.
And
Stinky Linky
was Car and Sharks.
Car and Sharks.
They brought those both back.
Of course, Pyramid. Yeah. And I do want to go. Like, I am going to try to go and get on.
The reboot of Supermarket Sweep.
I want to get on that. I want to get on that so bad.
Speaking of which also sucked with All Women, they did the reboot of Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Leslie Jones, that was terrible. Leslie and Kate McKinnon, that was terrible.
It wasn't terrible, but it was kind of mild sauce. Ocean's 8, it was kind of mild sauce.
That. Wasn't Rihanna in that?
Yeah, Rihanna was one of the girls.
Sorry, Riri.
Her roles was limited. She just stayed limited. Her screen time. She wasn't on screen that long. And she looks amazing. I mean, I give her props. She looks amazing.
Yeah, she's hot. But Halle Berry was hot in Catwoman. It was still terrible.
But they limited her screen time. She just played her part. She was what she was in it. Like, Witch McCall was like the lead in it. Sandra Bullock and Mindy Kaling. They was like the leads.
They dropped the ball. They should have got Julia Roberts to play Tess. And then she's putting her team together. That's what they should have done the movie. Like, Tess Olsen should have been like Julia Roberts as Tess would have been perfect.
Yeah, because they made her, I forgot what her name was, but she was Daddy Ocean's sister, basically.
So they messed up.
Yeah,
Sandra Bullock was his sister.
Yeah, she was his sister.
Yeah, they should have had his ex-wife, Tess.
And then they left it vague, like, because they, at the big, well, spoiler alert.
Yeah, nobody's going to see that.
They, Daddy was dead in the movie, because like, she was at his grave visiting him, but then
so
they left it vague.
Got him, okay?
They left it vague.
Remember the end of the first one was Benedict's, those two fat guys following him.
Two fat guys.
So I think Benedict finally got him for ripping him off, which eventually somebody's going to get. You steal $160 million from somebody, they're going to get you. Like they said that about his character, yeah. It's like if you rob him, you better. Like that's how they portrayed the Benedict character.
Right. He's ruthless.
Like, he's ruthless. So eventually, like he got him. It took him 20 years, but he got him eventually.
Are you suicide only in the morning?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Rusty said that.
So like, sure, Benedict is like, yeah, you think you won, but I'm gonna get you
they
eventually.
They left it vague like that because when she was visiting his tomb, and then Ruben came to the graveyard and was like, because they had a couple of
Elliot Gould.
Yeah, they had a couple of like old. Now, yeah. They had a couple of old characters from the first movie.
He's literally old.
They had Elliot Gould, and then he was like, "Is he even in there?" And then she was like, so they left it vague, like, did Daddy fake his death to get away? But they left it vague, like, is Daddy dead? Is he not dead? So, like...
They left the door open in case they want to do an Ocean's 14. That's all that is. So that's why.
Please don't.
It should just make him dead so they can't do one.
Right. I don't want
to. Can't be another sequel if you're dead.
Wait till you're here.
Can't do one.
And memes were popular. Nicer.
Yes. Especially the guy pointing at his head. That might have been my favorite. Well, Crying Jordan is my favorite meme. Like, the point of the head is up there, though.
I like the lady, the Instagram one with her knees, and she's like holding her knees and she's squinting. I like her.
The white lady and the cat is a big one now. Yeah.
You said this.
Kermit sipping the tea was a big meme. Mm-hmm. What else is a big meme? Michael Jackson's popcorn is a huge meme.
Yeah.
Like, let's do our favorite memes of the decade. It's clearly a retrospective show. I didn't have a lot of new shit to talk about anyway. I don't know about you, so
not really.
It's a whole retrospective show. Mm-hmm. It's a holiday week, so yeah. Most TV shows aren't reruns, so we're gonna do it. It's a retro. We're giving you new content. We're just talking about old shit. So. That's how we do it.
A clip show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but I like the other meme. The one with the guy, with the little boy, and he's like holding his chest, he's like looking around, like like looking shifty eye. I like that one.
The Swaggy P confused face was a great one. The two Kermits, like the one talking and the one with the hood.
With the hood, yeah.
That was a big.
The savage one, yeah. Like you and your inner self, like he was basically talking to your inner self.
Yeah, the cat kind of replaced that. That's the new version of that. The white woman and the cat kind of replaced that. That's the new version of that.
The cat. Those ones be the best. The cat. Because that cat is savage.
Soldier Boy, he was one for temporary with the Drake. Like, that was like big.
Drake?
People just put anything there. Like,
Drake?
Like pumpkin pie, like would have been like for this past thing. Yeah,
pumpkin pie.
Like if that was this year, that'd have been it. People like the Soldier Boy was like had a brief run. LeBron and J.R. Smith that had a little run.
Yeah. When my kids are asking to find something, I find it immediately. Like that.
Yeah, that had a little run. R. Kelly's crying meme was we talking about hog time.
My favorite one is the one where he's upstairs. He's like, and then Gail is sitting there with a straight face. Cause like the best one I saw, and like if you guys,
he said he spit on her lip when he did. Because he probably was spitting when he saw you.
The best one that I saw.
And if R. Kelly spits on your lip, you better reach for the peroxide or it's rubbing alcohol or something.
Burn your lips off. No, but the funniest, if you're from Chicago, you would get this with the Gale. They were saying you on the red line sitting, and then like the guy like socks DVDs, and they let you sit like Gale. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're from Chicago, you know the red line.
Yeah. Remember back in the day, tapes. 1 for 4, 2 for 7, 3 for 10.
See,
tapes.
We're that old.
Yeah, we're the red line tape guy.
The red line tape guy old.
Mm-hmm.
What's another good meme?
There was some dope ones this decade.
Didn't 50 have one?
Let's think. I don't remember. I know that dude pointing at his head was like a great. I'm trying to think of some more that was like on that level. That and Crying Jordan. Great. Yeah. The James Harden side eye was good though.
Oh yeah,
he was lucky. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
The way he just like runs away and just. Because, like, I had to look and see, like, where the original even came from. Like, where'd that even come from, that face?
Yeah, what was the question they asked?
And they asked him, like, did he do something? Like, they asked him, like, a dumb question.
I don't know what they asked, did you flop? Or something like that, because he's a known flopper. That's probably what it was.
It was a dumb question. I asked him, like, how he planned to do so. It was something dumb. It was, like, a really dumb question. That's why he just walked away. It's like, I'm not even going to identify this with response, basically, is why he walked away from it. I can't think of no more. I mean, like, it was like good GIFs too.
There's probably go some more we're gonna think of, but just not right now though.
Yeah, but it was the era of the memes and the GIFs and all that. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, I like it's a GIF. I want to see those shoulders bouncing.
Shout out Ronnie and Shamarly.
The shoulders bouncing. Yeah, I get the shoulders bouncing.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
What else was big this decade before we wrap this thing up? Got any?
Just trying to like, it seems like people now are being more conscious about other paths to success.
Mm-hmm.
Started to be more prevalent later in the decade.
Yeah. Like wealth building.
Wealth building, stuff, yeah. And just like not necessarily like you don't have to necessarily go to college. You can do a trade. You can.
I'd say this is probably the era of the decade of the entrepreneur too. Like
yeah,
a lot of people are like starting businesses now, way more than when we were coming up.
Right.
When we were coming up, like if you were kind of a loser, then like you just don't have a job. That's what people looked at an entrepreneur as.
That's like, not the way to.
Like that's how we were raised. Also, in other words, you ain't got no job.
You ain't got no job. Like, I'm not Tommy. You know, I have a job, but I'm trying to build something. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we saw that it was that type of thing where people are
now people are more open to it. Like, oh, okay, yeah. So what's your business? Like people are now like more open to that. Yeah. Yeah,
and then this past Saturday was just Support Small Business Saturday. Mm-hmm. You know, because they was like, if you do go on shop at a small business, and then I know American Express offered an incentive, like for like your car, if you use your American Express card, it offered extra bonuses and stuff.
And of course, let's just wrap it up with like this is the decade of the podcast.
Yeah,
everybody got a podcast, which is how we came up with the name of this one.
Nah, another damn podcast.
Another damn podcast? Not another damn podcast. Because everybody got podcasts now. It's like. So I jumped in because I saw that's where the industry was going. Right. I'm a 20-year radio veteran. Mm-hmm. And I started saying, okay, like I said, streaming is becoming a thing as far as TV goes. So I say podcast is like the streaming version of radio.
Right.
Where it's like you listen to it on your device when you want. People don't like sit in front of the radio. Like you can listen to the podcast whenever you want. It's on demand. That's what I explained to my students. I call podcasting radio on demand. So I said, I better get in on this on the ground floor, like before, like so that's why I wanted to do a podcast. I said, let's get in right now. Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of drafted you because I was trying to find a podcast. I was like, I think it was like 2 years. I was trying to find a partner for this podcast.
I was drafted like the army.
Yes. Before, like, I always tell the story, like, this was like a 2-year process for me, like, before I decided, like, this is the podcast. We talk, like, literally every day, like, on the phone. And like we just have like
and many of our
interesting ass conversations.
Many of our conversations be this.
So I was like, you know what? This is the podcast. Like it's right in front of you. Sometimes it's like I'm like, because I had like other radio jocks. I've had comedians, like actors, like people that like promise to do it and then like flake on you at the last minute. Oh well, like can we do it next weekend?
And then next week
it just keeps getting pushed back. Like, I'm ready to record. It's like, yeah. It's like,
waiting.
People kept flaking. I was like, we're doing it this weekend, kid. And then you didn't flake. So yeah, fortunately.
Nah, I don't flake. And then clearly I'm not a comedian or an actor or a radio person. I'm none of the above.
Yeah. Because I was looking all over for those different, trying to find the right podcast partner. And then I was like, this is it, kid. We don't record. And then we did one episode, Our Prom's Too Lit. And then the rest is history
Built
from that.
Yeah.
Which you can find in the archives. That episode is still up.
Yes.
But you ready to wrap it up?
Yes.
We got a whole hour and just looking back. Wow.
Looking back, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. If you like what we're doing, you can get at us. Hit me on the Facebook fan page. Hit us on the Facebook fan page. So it said Not Another Damn Podcast. Also subscribe, share, rate, review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
You also can get at us on YouTube. Audio only, video coming soon. By soon, I mean eventually.
Okay.
Also, if you have an, that's another thing that got big this decade, the voice device. If you have an Alexa, an Amazon Alexa device, you can get at us on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play Not Another Damn Podcast.
Bing.
There you go. And you can get at me personally. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. Also, just like the YouTube page, OzRadio.net. It is a work in progress. That and OzRadio.net, the bomb with your 90s and 2K classics. Work in progress.
Hey, you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, STR8GULLEY1 on Twitter.
Yep.
STR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullysproductions.com.
There it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.